Yes, people. Okay, let's get straight to it then. England's World Cup squad has just been announced, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've got so much I want to say, but we'll come to it in just a moment. But let's look at the squad in full. So with the goalkeepers, we got Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson, and James Trafford. In defence, you got James, you got Livramento, you got Gay, Konsa, Jones, Quansah, O'Reilly, Byrne, and Spence. In the midfield, Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, Henderson, Rodgers, and Mainu. And then up front, Kane, Tony, Watkins, Bukayo Saka, Madueke, Gordon, and Eze. My initial reaction is I'm surprised, but not surprised. Not surprised about the players that have been selected, but I will say, it does irk me a little bit because I look at that squad. I think to myself, I'll start with the defense first and foremost. John Stones. How many games has he played for Man City all season? I can't recall. And he's been that most injured all the time. And he's in the England squad. Over Harry Maguire, which I will say, look, as a Chelsea fan, I'm quite surprised Maguire's not in the squad. But then I'm also not surprised because if that's the way Tuchel sees it, I don't mind it. But having John Stones in there, it's a big risk. It's a big risk, and it's a big call. Big goal. Quansah, I don't quite get, but Reece James, pleased for him because obviously he's our boy, deserves to be in the World Cup. I think he will be first choice. But then I look at Jed Spence over Trent and over Lewis Hall. And Tottenham could be saved or could be relegated, and he's in and he's on there. Okay, fair enough. The midfield, obviously, look, Declan Rice, Anderson, no surprises there. Henderson, I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. Because I don't understand how Henderson's been picked over the likes of Adam Walton, over Alex Scott. That doesn't make sense. Mainu and Rodgers deserve to be there, rightly so. But Henderson, though, I don't get. Dan Burn can't get my head around it. Can't get my head around it either. But and then you go to the forward line. Harry Kane, no doubt about that. Ollie Watkins, deservedly so. Saka, Madueke, Anthony Gordon, Eze, cool. But no Foden, no Palmer. I mean, look, Foden doesn't. The Foden one, I'm not surprised about because I just don't know what he does in an England shirt. Because every time I watch Foden, look, he's not a bad player. He's a really good player. But when he puts on that England shirt, he's a different shadow. So I'm not surprised he's not in the squad. Palmer, I'm quite baffled. But then, look, on the deep side of it, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he's not in. I'm not that surprised because form, injury. When I think about it, England's playing this Chelsea's game because at least then he'll have a full summer off, and he can really get back to himself. I feel like Xabi will help him that. Lever Cole was in the professional squad, but he's not on the list. But then look, at the same time, Cole not being in there is kind of speaks for itself. We just come off of a long injury. Why? There's no reason for him to be in the squad. So yeah, I'm not surprised with Cole not being there. But yeah, I look at the squad in general. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm surprised about it, but I'm also not surprised. But with the squad that we got, and let's not forget, we're playing America, Canada, and Mexico. It's going to be extremely hot. Even though England's space isn't America, it's going to be hot. It's going to be so hot out there. So yeah, I look at our squad. I'm thinking to myself. I mean, look, I said it many times before. I know what Tuchel is doing. Let the guy cook. What I will say about it is that I'm not gonna make my conclusions until the World Cup begins, until we get to the summer. I'm not going to judge England until that happens. But that is mental. That is mental. Big calls, but again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I think that squad that we put out will depend what England do during the summer. Like, will we go all the way? I think only time will tell. Time will tell. We'll find out if that squad is capable of getting over the line, because Tuchel's a winner. We all know that. We saw it many times. So we'll see what happens in the summer. So I don't know. I'm kind of surprised, but I'm also not surprised. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, though, no Palmer, no Foden, no Trent, no Maguire, no Wharton, no Alex Scott, no Lewis Hall. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the summer. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the whole squad. What do you make of it? Are you surprised? Are you not surprised about the squad that Tuchel's picked? Let me know your thoughts, because I'm 50-50. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Love and God bless.
Luligo!